Hello everyone and welcome to Programming Kids. My name is Lynn and in today's video I'll be teaching you guys squares and rectangles in Python. This is more like an introduction to animation, which is just the best part about Python, being able to draw a girl for your app or draw a girl for something or a company or a logo. This probably has to be the best part about Python. You have the flexibility to create amazing things, but in order to do that, you have to learn the basic shapes like a circle, squares, triangle, rectangles. And in our last video, we did a whole video about circles, so make sure to check it out. I'll be linking it in the description box. Okay, now let's tell you the three main things I will be talking about. First, we will create a square and we will fill it with your favorite color. Then we will create a rectangle and we will also fill that with your favorite color. And last but not least, the best part, we're going to be creating a matrix. So if you don't know what's a matrix, then keep on watching. Alright, make sure to grab a notebook or a cup of tea and let's get into it. First, I'll be opening idle, which is the main thing for coding in Python. Then I'll have to create a new file. So file, new file. And then I'll have to name my file. So I'll name it as #square.py. Then I have to import Turtle. Turtle is just the main thing for making your graphics real. So whatever code you do, Python actually opens the Python launcher and there they give you their graphic. Okay. Now we will have to name our turtle. I'll just name it as T. You can name it as Bob and press equal. But for me, I'll just name it as T. So T is equal to turtle dot turtle. Just like that. And I'll have to put brackets and press enter. Then we will have to choose a color so that our turtle will use. So I'll type the full color and open up the brackets and type orange. I want my turtle to use orange. Okay, so let's just type that properly and press enter. Okay, next we want to, what happened? Okay. Next, I want to I want my turtle to start filling. Like whatever shape I draw from now on, I want my turtles to fill it with that color. Okay, so we have to type d.begin _ fill. Okay, and press enter. Then we will have to start a loop. So I'll just type for I in range 4. Okay, and because this is a loop, you'll have to put you will have to put colons and press enter. Okay, because we put colons, it starts underneath the I. And what does this loop actually mean? It means that we want turtle to draw this 4 times. You can type whatever you have to 4 times, but this is quicker and the code looks smaller. Okay, and okay, now let's type how many steps we want our turtles to move. So I think I'll go, okay, I think I'll go ahead and make it 200. You can experiment with it. Maybe you can try making it 500 or maybe 1 or whatever you want. Okay, and then I have to choose an angle. Because this is a square, the angle is always 90 degrees. Right, press enter, and now we have to end the fill. This is not part of the loop, so I just started from the beginning. And yeah. Okay, and here it is. I type d.end underscore fill. Okay guys, now let's save this and then run it. I'll just save it on my desktop as square. And now let's run it. Whoa, isn't that cool? A perfect square with my favorite color. How about we change it up a little bit? How about I make this 600,000. Oh, 6,000. How about that? Let's see what happens. Whoa, it's gigantic. It doesn't even fill the... Oh, look, it doesn't work. Probably because our screen is too small and we're gonna have to maximize it. Oops. Oh my gosh, it looks really long. Let's try making it smaller. Maybe type, I think I should type 1 this time. Or maybe 50. Let's try 50 first. Then we can go smaller. Alright. Oh, isn't that really small? Okay, let's see what happens if I want to make my angle 60 degrees. Do you think this will look a square? Let's see. Whoops, it is not a square. This is why you should always keep your angle as 90 degrees if you're drawing a square or rectangle. Alright, let's try 10. And let's run this. Press enter and here it is. Oh my god, that is so tiny. Okay guys, that's it for this square program. Now let's move on to the next one. I'm just gonna exit this and open it again. And plus, I always have my folder on my desktop in case I want to run this again and show it to my friends. Okay, so we'll open idle again and start a new file. Oh, okay. Then we'll have to name it and hashtag rectangle .py and then, oh, I typed rectangle wrong. Why? Then I have to import turtle. Okay, let me just make this big. Okay, then we will have to name our turtle. So I'll just name it as T. Turtle. Okay, then I'll press enter and I'll pick the color I want my turtle to use. So I think I'll put pink. Okay, then I want her to begin the fill right after I choose the color. So begin underscore fill because it's a variable. Okay, then I have to start my loop. So for I in range 2, I want her to repeat this, whatever I'm writing right now, 2 times. And because this is a loop, I will always put colons and press enter. Okay, and now I have to choose how many steps I want her to move forward. Okay, so forward, yeah. I want her to move 150. Or let's make it 250 to make it more interesting. Okay, then left 90 degrees because it has a right angle. Okay, and forward again. This time 200. This time 300. Forward. Alright, and last but not least, left one more time 90 degrees. Okay, and we're going to be ending the fill. So t.end underscore fill. And here we go. Now let's run it. But before we do that, let's make sure to save it. I'll save it as rectangle. Okay, and on my desktop, just beside the first one. Okay. And here it is. Rectangle.py. Alright, let's run this. Whoa, isn't that nice? This is really cool. I really love the pink color. It might look like a square, but this side is different from this side, so they don't have equal sides. So this is just proof that it's not a square. Okay, let's try changing it up a little bit. So how about we make this 150. Let's run this. That looks more like a rectangle to me. But how about I make this big? How about I make this 400? Let's see what happens. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a perfect rectangle to me. Well, I really love the color of this rectangle, and Python has a really good job of choosing the colors. Like the orange one too from the square. It was really cool. Now let's exit, and we can always go back to it from my desktop and show it to my friends. And let's move on to the last program, the matrix. Right, matrix. So let's go ahead and open idle and get ready for this. So we're going to be opening a new file and naming it. So I'll just name it as hashtag matrix and press enter. Okay. Now I'll have to import turtle. Import turtle and press enter. Then I'll have to name my turtle. So I'll name her as T. So turtle dot turtle. Okay, and this might be a little bit confusing, but we're all just defining in the first part. In the whole first part, we're just defining every single thing, because Python won't understand if you don't define. Okay, so we will start defining. So def means define. So I'll enter my variable over here. So it's Joe underscore build underscore rectangle. So basically the matrix is small rectangles and they will be filled, okay? But I'm going to be defining what is going to be inside this over here, okay? One, there will be my turtle. There will be the x-axis and the y-axis. Then I'll have my width. I'll have a height. I'll have a size, a color, and fill. Okay, and then here, put my columns and press enter. Okay, so make sure that you included each of these, okay? Oh, so I had a T, I have an X, I have a Y, width, height, size, color, and fill. So in total, you're supposed to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, let's move on. Now, I'll be typing in the full command, and I'll have to put the main thing from that command. Like, I'll type it in, and hopefully you guys will understand. So t.fill color and t.pen color, and then t.pen size. Okay, and then t.set heading. Okay, so now from the fill color, the most important thing that I that Python should get me from here is the fill. Here, it's the color. Okay, so it's color. Then here, it's the size. And for the set heading, just type 0. You don't really have to worry about this. Just type 0. Okay, and then we will continue. So t dot begin underscore fill. So I'm telling my turtle to begin their fill right now. Okay, and then I want you to go up. Okay, so t dot up. Then I want her to go to x-axis and the y-axis. So t dot go to x, comma y. Okay. Then I want you to go down. So t dot down. Now we will be just doing the first part about our rectangle. So t dot forward. We're just gonna specify what does that mean. Okay. T dot forward. Oh, okay. The width. This is the width. I'm just telling Python. Okay. Then, the right. We'll be drawing the right now. So t dot right. That should be at 90 degrees because this is a rectangle. Okay. And this, now over here we're drawing the right side. Okay. So the right side of the rectangle. So the angle is 90 degrees and the forward. So t dot forward, this is the height. I'm specifying that for Python. And for you guys also. Okay. Next, we will be drawing the bottom part. So t dot right. And that is at 90 degrees. Then that t dot forward is the width for the bottom part. Okay, then I have the left side. Okay, so t dot right, 90 degrees. Okay, then the forward. So when it moves forward, this will be the height. Okay, and then I'm going to be ending my fill right over here. That's it, turtle. You don't have to color anything anymore. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, okay, now I'm going to be checking that my program over here is correct. Okay, so okay, let's move on. Now we will be just creating another loop. This is the end of the first loop. This all was a loop. Probably why it was really confusing. But now we're going to start a new one, and this is for just the range for x and y, and just defining the full rectangle, just how many steps I wanted to move. And then we're done, okay? So first, let's type the range for x. So for x and y, I'll make them both. Range should be both the same. So for x in range 1 and 8. Okay, and put a colon. Then for y in range, that should be the same. So 1 and 8. Okay, and we'll put my colon again because this is a loop. Then last but not least, I'm just gonna type in with a throw underscore full underscore rectangle how many steps I want that to be, how wide the x and the y, how much I want them to be. So draw underscore fill underscore rectangle And I'll open up my brackets and type t minus 200 plus x times, so this is for x, times 20. This is how many steps I want my x to be. Okay, then for my y, I wanted to move y times 20. That's it, 20. I'll just type some extra information. So 20, another 20, and a 2. And now I'll choose my colors. So my colors, I want them to be black and white because I believe that would be the coolest. You can go ahead and try red and like green, or red and black, or whatever you want. Okay, so I'll type white. White, comma, black. Right. And I'll have to close the brackets. Alright guys, so we're probably done. So I'll go ahead and type turtle dot done. Her job is finished. She is done. Okay, and here it is. So again, let's check this. Probably because it's complicated, you'll always have a feeling that there's something wrong with this. So I'm just gonna check. Alright, seems like everything is good. Let's try saving it. And I'll just save it next to my to my other two. So I'll save it as matrix on my desktop. And we'll save it. And here it is. I have all my 3 things that I created today stored over here so I can show my friends. Right guys, now we're gonna have to run this. So here we go. Moment of truth. Okay, this is starting up slow, but wait for the results. Let's wait. Whoa guys, isn't this really cool? I don't know why, but I find it really cool. Let's try to change up the colors. How about red and black? Let's run this. Well, let's see how it looks. Whoa, that's also really cool, but I feel like white is probably my favorite, white and black, because the screen, the background is white, so I just feel like it looks really cool. But you can also make the background red if you want. Well guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys learned a lot about rectangles and rectangles and squares. And I hope this wasn't as hard for you. I just thought it would be a fun thing to include in today's video because it has something to do with rectangles. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Keep programming, and I'll see you guys next time on Programming Kids. Bye for now.